Thomas. Yeah.
Okay, these are some of the problems you're facing. You have some cutting to do. Your farm is about as flat as a washboard. Your help has a knack for hitting every boulder and fence post on the property, and the time you have to cut is limited. Then there are the crop varieties you and your neighbors grow. Alfalfa, clover, grass hay, fescue. One guy even grows sorghum Sudan. Fortunately, you and your neighbors invested in the best solutions. New Idea 5400 series disc mowers and New Idea 5200 series disc mower conditioners. Welcome to the New Idea Zone. During this video, we're going to show you why New Idea is the best idea in mowers and mower conditioners by examining the New Idea zones. The tractor and hitch zone, the beam assembly zone, and the disc cutter bar zone.
The first item to note at Zone 1 is that all New Idea disc mowers feature a heavy-duty 3-point hitch
Made of high-strength steel tubing. Models 5408 and 5409 have additional bracing for increased strength. Besides having an excellent strength-to-weight ratio, other benefits are increased durability and dependable operation. Because of the efficient modular cutter bar and mower drive design, customers using New Idea disc mowers typically don't need as much horsepower to get their cutting jobs done. Usually, cutting can be done more quickly, too. This saves time and money because less time is spent in the field, and that helps reduce fuel costs. Also in Zone 1 are the Category 1 and 2 lift arm pins. These unique New Idea pins are reversible, which means the pins can be mounted either outside or inside the arms to accommodate various tractor wheel spaces. This also allows the full width of the cutter bar to be used without running on the uncut crops, and it assures proper positioning of the mower and tractor, helping to increase productivity. If your operation requires buying a model 5406 or 5407 mower, consider the optional offset hitch. This hitch keeps tractors with large tires or wider than normal wheel spacing from running over uncut crops. Now it's time to move to New Idea Zone 2 and look at the wide beam assembly. On the models 5408 and 5409, this assembly is offset an additional 8 inches wider than the 5406 and 5407 models, providing extra clearance for larger tractors. The result is increased productivity, whether larger tractors, wider wheel spacing, or larger tractor tires are being utilized. All New Idea mowers feature a cutter bar breakaway to protect the cutter bar and mower from foreign objects or unseen field obstructions. This breakaway protection helps increase productivity while reducing maintenance and downtime. The inner flotation spring assembly provides support to the left end of the cutter bar, reducing skid shoe wear and inner cutter bar drag for cleaner cutting. Results are less maintenance and a cleaner cut. One feature that's ideal for soft or spongy ground conditions is the outer flotation spring assembly, which supports the right-hand end of the cutter bar. Standard on the 5408 and 5409 models, this feature also reduces drag. This assembly extends skid shoe life while providing cleaner cutting and allows the amount of flotation to be adjusted to existing conditions. An optional flotation spring kit is available for the 5406 and 5407 models. Still focusing on Zone 2, the hydraulic transport cylinder safely and easily gives operators complete control when positioning the cutter bar, whether in the field or transporting the mower. One feature commonly used is the cutter bar transport lock valve. It prevents cutter bar movement by locking the cutter bar lift cylinder in place during transport or service. Zone 2 is also the location of the overrunning clutch. This standard feature is a real asset because it allows the cutter bar components and drivetrain to continue to spin when the PTO is disengaged, permitting built-up inertia in these components to spin freely until they coast to a stop. The benefit is that PTO driveline damage is prevented should the PTO be suddenly stopped, and that reduces maintenance costs. A heavy-duty multiple V-belt drive provides smooth power transfer from the input shaft to the gear case. Should the mower hit an obstruction, these belts help absorb the shock, protecting the cutter bar and driveline components from damage. Again, the benefits are reduced maintenance costs, less downtime, and longer-lasting cutter bar and driveline components. Now we come to New Idea Zone 3. New Idea disc mowers are available in 4 cutting widths, from the 4-disc 5-foot 6-inch model 5406 to the 7-disc 9-foot 2-inch model 5409. All models slice crops at a hefty 3,000 RPM. Zone 3 also contains New Idea's exclusive modular cutter bar design. The modular cutter bar consists of spacers, disc drive units, oval discs, knives, and hex drive shafts. Each disc drive unit has sealed bearings requiring no maintenance and a set of 2 gears lubricated by a grease reservoir. Each unit can be individually removed by simply unbolting the drive unit and sliding the units apart. The modular cutter bar requires less horsepower than competitive gear bed cutter bar designs. Since each component that may need service can be removed independently, maintenance time and costs are greatly reduced. And since less horsepower is required to use the mower, operating costs are also reduced. Zone 3 is also home to our hex drive shafts, which transfer power from the mower gear case to individual disc drive units. The hex shafts are reversible to provide longer service life, and because of this, the cutter bar can be disassembled at any point without lubricant loss. These shafts last longer, reducing service time and operating costs. The reversible knives on each disc literally double knife service life. When turning the knives over, the knife attaching hardware may be reused. This helps reduce maintenance costs. However, the attaching hardware must be replaced when new knives are installed. Zone 3 also features an adjustable curtain. It can be adjusted at the front or rear, and it helps maintain proper airflow to cleanly move the crop over the cutter bar. This action optimizes the mower's cutting performance and increases productivity. To provide additional clearance for cutting pasture or set-aside acres, or to prevent knife damage when cutting in rocky conditions, New Idea's optional topping skid should be considered. Another Zone 3 option is a swath board, which guides cut crop away from uncut crop, making it easier for the operator to determine where to drive on the next pass. The optional tall crop divider can provide additional separation for smoother crop flow in tall or tangled crops. It too creates a clean division between standing crop and the crop being cut. Now let's examine the New Idea zones for disc mower conditioners. The tractor, clutch, and carrier frame zone. The header and flotation zone. The disc cutter bar zone. And the conditioner zone. A great disc mower conditioner has to handle opposite ends of the spectrum. It must be reliable, tough, and capable of high capacity. Yet it must be simple to operate, easy to maintain, and gentle on crops. To be these things, it has to be built on a solid foundation. In Zone 1, the carrier frame is that foundation for New Idea disc mower conditioners. The carrier frame also provides support to the adjustable header. Because the header is suspended from the carrier frame, the cutter bar has the freedom to float both laterally and vertically, closely following ground contours. Scalping and leaving uncut crop on uneven terrain is prevented, reducing cutting losses and improving productivity. Our constant velocity 80-degree PTO driveline provides smooth, quiet turns and improves cornering and maneuverability while requiring less maintenance than conventional universal joints. After examining the PTO, remember to check out our overrunning clutch, which permits the drivetrain cutter bar components and conditioning rolls to continue turning when the PTO driveline is disengaged. This clutch helps keep each New Idea disc mower conditioner in the field working. It prevents damage to the PTO, driveline, and rolls should the PTO suddenly stop. Also in Zone 1, a non-adjustable slip clutch protects the gear case, cutter bar, rolls, and PTO driveline components from shock loads during startup and from impact loads during operation, saving downtime and repair costs. The direct drive enclosed gear case is the next Zone 1 stop. From the slip clutch, the direct drive gear case provides power to the conditioning rolls and the cutter bar. Because the gear case is enclosed and oil lubricated, routine maintenance is reduced and gear case life is extended. When choosing the Model 5212 disc mower conditioner, be sure to look at the conveniently mounted toolbox in the right-hand corner of the carrier frame. It can hold extra knives, tools, or other spare parts, improving operator efficiency. Finally, in Zone 1, an optional transport lighting package is offered. This package can help assure extended early morning or late evening operation while improving the machine's visibility. From Zone 1, walk to Zone 2 and look at the header flotation springs. These 4 heavy-duty springs are completely adjustable. They help provide excellent cutting performance, reduce cutter bar drag, and extend the life of skid shoes. What's more, the easy spring adjustment permits header flotation adaptation to varying ground and crop conditions. Also in Zone 2, the hydraulic header lift, which features slotted cylinder mounts, allows the header to float, closely following the ground contours without operator assistance. This capability reduces crop loss while increasing cutting efficiency. The hydraulic tongue control can be positioned from the tractor seat. The transport latch locks the tongue into transport position and prevents the steering cylinder from moving during transport. Transport lock straps lock the header in a fully raised position. The lock straps allow the disc mower conditioner to be transported by tractor or pickup unhooked from tractor hydraulics. Flotation tires complete the examination of Zone 2. These tires create a larger footprint, reducing ground compaction and providing excellent ground clearance. They also reduce crop damage when operating on soft, spongy ground. The cutter bar zone, Zone 3, is where you want to be now because this is where knives cut the crop and the conditioning process begins. New Idea disc mower conditioners are available in 2 cutting widths. The Model 5209 cuts 9 feet 3 inches with 7 discs, and the Model 5212 cuts a big 11 feet 9 inches with 9 discs. The modular disc cutter bar cuts the crop, feeds it to the spiral cut intermeshing tie core conditioning rolls, which condition the crop, and discharge it into the windrow deflector. The deflector then guides the crop into the windrow forming shield, which in turn forms a swath. The cutter bar on the New Idea mower conditioner is exactly like the cutter bar on the New Idea mower. The same modular cutter design is used. The hex drive shafts provide extended life and reduce operating costs. Cutter bar rock guards allow the cutter bar to float over obstructions or rocks in the field, while helping protect the knives and discs during operation. Extending knife and disc life greatly reduces maintenance costs and downtime, saving money, and the knives are reversible on the discs. New Idea Zone 4 is where the heavy-duty conditioning rolls are located. The conditioning rolls are intermeshing, precision-machined, spiral-cut tie core that provide consistent conditioning and long roller life. These rolls crimp the crop, allowing it to cure quickly and consistently. These rolls also absorb shocks from foreign objects without being punctured or damaged. Opening the conditioning rolls is done hydraulically. The operator can dislodge any debris or foreign objects that may have found their way between the rollers. The rolls wear more consistently, improving crop feed value and harvesting efficiency. The conditioning rolls are driven by 2 roll drive shafts. Adjustable drive plates on the top roll drive shaft control roll timing. Individual roll drive shafts keeps roll drive maintenance to a minimum. Depending on how the crop is to be conditioned, the conditioning roll gap and tension are easily adjusted. This feature allows the crop to be properly conditioned while drying faster and maintaining higher feed value for increased profits and palatability. The adjustable curtain in Zone 4 provides proper airflow so crops are cut and correctly fed into the conditioning rollers. Once through the conditioning rolls, the crop comes in contact with the windrow swath deflector. This baffle can be adjusted to create a variety of swath sizes. This flexibility means the swath width is matched to the crop and weather conditions for fast dry down. So there you have it, great solutions to your mowing and conditioning problems. The New Idea 5400 series disc mowers and the New Idea 5200 series disc mower conditioners. Simple and low cost to operate, fast in the field, reliable, easy to service and maintain. Ideal for a wide variety of crop and ground conditions. Now more than ever, it's easy to see why New Idea is your best idea in disc mowers and disc mower conditioners.